got the third playoff overtime game ever in this stadium, and the other two were indeed special and memorable. In one of them, Tebow to Demaryius Thomas, 80 yards on the first play of overtime. Rules were different back then, that won it. And then the double overtime win executed by the Ravens and Flacco to beat Peyton and the Broncos. Here is Mims being pushed out at the end by Savage. And now it's time for Bo Nix and the Broncos to reset and go to work in overtime. What would you do here if you were Sean Payton?
Well, I think you found a little recipe. They've used more motion in this game than they have the entire season. And they've scored 3 touchdowns on it. And the biggest one was when they motioned Jackson to go get over there, or they motioned Mims to go get on Jackson. Now, though, White is back in the game, so you can't necessarily get the right matchup because these guys are really good on the outside. But I do think you got to have some kind of bootleg, move the pocket, make sure Bo Nix gets to use his legs and his arm.
That's big to get White back. His first snap coming from the 28.
There they are, coming after him. They've been having success with it until the last play for a touchdown.
There's the throw, and Sutton has the catch, and Bishop able to grab him by the ankles. Otherwise, that could have gone for a much longer distance. Goes for 11.
This is fortunate a little bit. It's a great throw right in between two guys. You wouldn't necessarily say, let's throw a curl into cover 2. But Bo Nix sees it, and he rips it right in there. Great drive starter.
And again, Sutton didn't have a catch the first 56 minutes of the game. Now he has 4 catches.
He has played outstanding, even though he hasn't got the ball each time. He's opened up other things, but he's going to have to get it on this drive for them to win.
Another new set of downs. From the 39, and that one comes out of the hands. Sutton unable to hold on to it that time.
Yeah, and this ball is in a position where you got to catch it. Just a little outstretched, but that should be pretty easy for a guy with Sutton's talent. Every play matters. I mean, think about your fan base. Every single throw, and how do you not root for both these teams? I guess if you're a Denver fan, you don't root for both. If you're a Bills fan, you don't root for both too. That would be
a lot of fans of Mafia out there that have their choice. And here is a little wide receiver screen is shut down by Taron Johnson. As now you got a real danger zone here for Denver. Well, that's the one right there.
Nobody runs more screens. They've got a ton of screens, swing screens, all this crazy stuff they do. Sean Payton, the problem was going into this game, I didn't think that would work. No one's better at rally tackling and getting to the ball and getting them on the ground. No run after catch as Buffalo is. It's going to come down to Bo Nix.
Yeah. They had a conversion on that late fourth quarter touchdown drive of 3rd and 11.
They backed up earlier. Expect pressure here.
Sutton at the top with Benford on him. Here's Nix stepping up and throwing. Did that hit the ground? It's on the ground, incomplete. Benford on the coverage as foreshadowed. And the Broncos are going to have to punt.
They set the corner blitz from the bottom, and Bo had to move, and then the throw is just... Oh, that could have been caught, too. It's actually a great throw by Bo Nix right there.
Josh Allen doing a little officiating from the bench, knowing now he's got a chance to go down, take his team to the AFC Championship. Hardman is back deep.
And this is why you go second, because now a field goal wins it.
Hardman on a line drive punt near the sideline. Steps away from it, and that's a beautiful move. Crawshaw with the punt. It will be spotted at the 8-yard line. 54 yards, pinning him inside the 10.
And here you go, Josh. You got the best player coming into the playoffs in the NFL going against maybe the best pass defense or top 2 or 3 in the NFL, and the #1 seed. Here we go.
Next score wins the game. going to start this drive under center with Cook behind him. Give it to Jimbo Cook. And he is completely stopped in his tracks. Maybe got a yard out of it.
It's a great blitz by Locke right up the middle. They knew what play was coming. Everyone's playing close to the vest.
Look at this. Never won an overtime game.
He's made some big plays, I can tell you that. Just hasn't gone his way. I don't think he's lost many playoff games. He just needed that help.
And back, as we mentioned before, when he didn't have a chance to match, when the rules were different.
Exactly right.
2nd and 9. Stands at the goal line. Steps up away from the heat. And now holds onto it with 2 hands as he's ridden down after a 4-yard gain by Cooper.
Great adjustment by Denver, blitzing early on the first play. This time they drop into cover 4, and Josh wants to make sure of things. Lucky to get out of here. That could have been a hold in the end zone, which could have ended the game the other way. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, the safety would have won the game. So now you've got 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Because the score's tied and they didn't score any points, you're not going for it on 4th down here.
Empty backfield.
Got to get the snap off.
5 receivers. Allen on the run, finds Kincaid. Oh, he was able to buy some time. It barely provided any rush.
They rushed 2 guys. 2. I haven't seen that this year. And they put the 3rd one at a spy. And Josh Clock, his internal clock was sped up. And look at only 2 rushers. It's a great job by McGovern helping out the spy, but it gave Josh too much time. And if he lets go of that ball, it's going to end poorly. Just had to slow his internal clock down.
On 3rd and 5, they pick up 13 yards and get out of that pickle.
Wow. They've had success under center here. Some tosses, getting out on the edge.
They go back to Cook. Up the middle, 2 Broncos and a bunch of other helmets waiting for him, including Greenlaw. And he's got about 3 out of it.
This is where you can see the huffing and puffing by all the Buffalo players. Sean Payton talked about it with Tracy at halftime. He says, I do know one thing. Having the 2 weeks off, it will help us in the second half. And he was talking about this situation late in the game.
Meanwhile, on the other side, you got Buffalo. A short week for them, having played on Sunday and then coming here on a Saturday.
And they've had 73 plays on offense today. That's a lot in this environment.
Timeout call by Denver.
That actually might help Buffalo a little bit just to catch their breath. I know it sounds silly, but that's a real thing.
Of course, Josh Allen is familiar with what it takes to play at altitude, having played up at Laramie up the road 130 miles away, which is 2,000 feet higher above sea level than it is here.
So this is easy for him, you're saying? Just the
altitude? He's used to it.
How about that 3rd down play? Just extending it, staying patient, and now he's going to have to do it again.
Well, we said at the top that this is one of the great weekends of the year in sports. Divisional weekend. You've got San Francisco and Seattle coming up after this on Fox. 2 games tomorrow. It's an 8:20 kick Eastern time on Fox. Tomorrow, Houston and New England. The Rams at the Bears. 2nd and 7.
I go back to the right side.
From behind, they come after him. Flips it over to Cook. Trying to get to his feet and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that was a dangerous moment. A couple of things happened right there. They nearly sacked him. And then that was a dangerous little flick of the football.
I thought this was going to be a sack fumble right here. I can't believe he had the awareness to feel that guy behind him. And obviously the flip was a poor decision. But his just instinct ability to recognize someone's behind him, that looked like this was going to end the game with that strip fumble and getting field goal range right there.
Well, they've converted on a 3rd and 5 already here in overtime. Now they've got a 3rd and 7. I don't think the Broncos will be rushing just 2 this time.
I'd take a timeout if I was Buffalo.
The play is off. Here comes the blitz. Little screen pass to Davis. A race to the chains, and he gets there. First down, Buffalo. Kincaid threw a big block over there, Tom.
You're exactly right. This is Josh Allen. Why you don't take time out? Because he actually knew there's pressure. He's going to be like, hey, listen, I want you to come back, pretend to block the edge, but then go on a route. I got you. Nope. And no one's going to be there to give him. Got to run all the way across the field. That is the veteran leadership of Josh Allen getting to the right play in a critical situation.
Look at that block by Kincaid right there near the sticks. That was huge. They needed 7. They got 9. They go with 3 tight ends, including Hawes on the field.
So we're dying just to get a 10-yard run on a toss.
But they've made quick stops on him of late.
Yeah, they've been coming after him. They know they're playing it safe on first down. And so they're basically saying, we know you're running, which would have given you the chance, but you don't want to accidentally turn it over. But someone's going to have to do something a little outside the norm. Vance Joseph, what a season, might be a head coach. Oh, next great game. But it all comes down to Josh Allen and this defense.
Second and 10. Pocket, CO pass, low and incomplete. That was Hardman who had his hands on it.
Well, this is actually a perfectly thrown ball, but Hardman keeps going higher and almost comes up with it. But if you run that route enough times, and remember, he's not had a ton of time on task with Josh Allen, and he just keeps taking it high, and Allen throws it flat because he looked off to the left. And that's what happens when you have a lot of receivers down. Just the little subtle things.
So, 2 for 2 on third down on this drive, but this is 3rd and 10.
Coming after him all out.
They pick it up, and they go deep down the field, and the pass is caught. No, it's McMillan has the football. How about that? Jaquan McMillan ends up in a wrestling match with the football. It just looked like Cooks might be able to make the play like he did a week ago.
They blocked it up perfectly. McMillan does a good job not getting... We're going to need you on this one, Gene.
Yeah, this is really close. I'm not sure that Cooks has possession coming to the ground there to say that it would be simultaneous. It feels to me like Cooks doesn't have firm possession of the football when they're down by contact there.
Wow, that is close. I mean, reaches up, has it for a moment, and then as they roll over, it ends up in the arms of
call. We don't
McMillan.
ever see this.
Yeah, you would go interception here because the ball doesn't hit the ground, and if he doesn't have firm possession, but the defensive back does, whenever he rolls,
Whoever gets
the
possession
D-back
first.
is down by contact.
Right? Whoever
Yes.
gets possession first. It's weird, he's down, but he's not down.
He's got to have possession when he's down there, though.
That's crazy. That is a unique one, but I think they got to...
Yeah, I'm surprised they were on the ball so quickly. We're here explaining to Sean McDermott.
It's rare to be down on the ground, laying on him, and then say, give me the ball.
First charge timeout. Buffalo, a
he wants-
32nd.
He wants to give him more time to look at it, and he wants an explanation on this.
Does he have a case? That's the question, Gene.
No, I don't think he does, Jim. I just don't think Cooks really has firm possession of the football when both players hit the ground. Quite honestly, I think by the time they both get down there and you're defining firm possession, I think it's on McMillan. I mean, he's got it up top, but I thought he lost it as he was falling toward the ground there, which wouldn't put him down by contact.
And that was slow-mo. Here's real speed.
Goes to the ground, rolls over, and it ends up in the arms of McMillan.
Well, then why couldn't he? Okay, his feet are on him there. That's why he couldn't get up and run. But that's going to stand.
In their last game, Week 18, which they had to win to get the 1 seed, McMillan scored the game's only touchdown on a pick 6.
You're right. I mean, has there been a bigger play in quite some time in Denver than that one?
That was huge. Mims got some blockers out there. Let the Bills hold them to about 3.
These defenses have just turned it up a notch. I mean, this has been all out for 5 quarters, and it just continues.
There's a target line with Lutz. Career long is 60. That would be to the 42-yard line for a 60-yard attempt. Just to give you an idea.
I just think you got to be aggressive at one point and try and go win the game, because the defenses are not going to give up something easy anymore.
Next back to throw from the pocket. Brings it over to Harding. Nice move to get past Shaq Thompson and keeps his balance going as he approaches midfield. Big time play by the rookie second rounder that goes for 24 yards. Had he been tackled initially, they would have had a 3rd down coming up, but he went right past Thompson, overran it.
This is just an outstanding job. This is why, I mean, that cut was so dynamic. It just changed the leverage and angles for the entire Bills defense, and now you know the nerves right there where you're sitting there and you have no control over it. You're depending on everyone else. Bo Nix, big-time protection call on that last one, Jim. He changed the protection, figured out who was coming. That's why that was able to be there.
Mims is in the backfield. Pass is down the field, and it is knocked away by Benford. No flag. And this crowd wants one. There's Benford plays to the crowd. It was intended for Humphrey.
They took their shot. Gene?
I think that's really good football, fellas.
Yep.
Both guys hand fighting. Forearms go up for the football. No call. We got to play right now. This is a good no call.
Benford, who's no one throws the ball outside the numbers more than Bo Nix. Today, not near as much, but the time or two that he has been successful until then.
Second charge timeout, Buffalo. A 30-second timeout.
That's as much to think about your call as to give your guys a break. A lot of plays today.
78 plays run by the Bills offense, 66 by the Broncos.
And you're on a short week, Buffalo. You ready?
In overtime, Denver has had 7 plays, and they've thrown it every time.
You can see when everything's on the line that you're going to go ahead and stick with who you trust the most. Obviously, they have that belief in Bo Nix, and look at that. They've done it all year.
Yeah, 11 times, 1-score wins. Last year, they had only 1-score margin victory.
7 come from behind victories, most in Bronco history for a quarterback. Bo Nix got a shot at the 8th, and it would be huge.
It's a 2nd and 10 from the 47. Again, lofts it down the field over the shoulder, and there's the flag on Taron Johnson trying to defend Sutton, and that will set up the Broncos in field goal range.
Sutton was going to play a major role in this because they're going to have to play man-to-man coverage, and he's the guy who's got the size on Johnson there. Great job putting him in the slot to get the size matchup, but it was his release.
There's also 2 flags in the backfield, by the way, Tony.
Oh.
Yeah, in the offensive backfield.
So if you got a hold, you got the PI.
There are 2 fouls by the defense on the play. Personal foul number 97 for roughing the passer. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, defense. That ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Wow. That throw, I said you got to take a shot downfield if you're going to go win the game. They'd come 2 times, and that right there could end up ending Buffalo's season.
Those last 2 plays were almost identical. One to Humphrey, this one to Sutton. So the contact
Gene, is
occurred at the 36. 17-yard penalty. And this time rolling left and trying to keep it. And he's dropped by Bishop, Tony.
There's a lot there. I thought they were going to be further down the field than that. But I can tell you right now, you're in field goal range, and so they're going to play it close to the vest and make sure that Bo Nix doesn't put a ball in harm's way, something that could be negative. And that was, you'd think would be a good play call, but they ran it a little bit earlier. Buffalo was all over. I still want to get closer, wouldn't you, Jim?
Yeah, oh yeah, from here it'd be 56 yards for Lutz.
It's like you can't just say hand it off right up the middle and let's go kick the field goal in 2 downs.
2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to take a shot. And he's got a man wide open. And it's incomplete. White is flagged. And the Broncos are right at the doorstep of the AFC Championship game.
Play to win the game. You said you're going to take shots.
Number 27. Defense. Automatic. First down.
Give Denver a ton of credit. 3 shots on this drive, well down the field, and let's see if it's the correct call.
A 30-yard penalty on Tre'Davious White. And Josh Allen is gutted. He knows the odds now.
Everyone left it out there, and it just comes down to a play or two, and not many flags down the field like that today, and you get too late.
You just move it right to the middle between the hashes, and you bring out a guy that Sean Payton had down in New Orleans. He wanted him here. He's had 3 game-winning kicks this year. Will Lutz against the Giants, at Houston, against Kansas City in one of their matchups. Oh, we got a flag out. As Tre'Davious White cannot still get over that pass interference call.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 27 of the defense. 15-yard penalty will be measured half the distance to the goal. Automatic, first down.
Gene, I got to ask you, was that the right call on the White?
I felt like it was, Jim. I felt like he chopped down on that left arm when he wasn't playing the football. So you had a chop on that arm. I felt like it was a good call.
You know, McDermott has 1 timeout. He can try to ice him if he wants. It's just a 24-yard kick. And I think they're going to let it go. Here we go. This is it.
Timeout.
Yeah, there it comes.
Yeah, you would always take it there. What a game, back and forth. Both teams deserving of the win, but Denver with the 1 seed looks, not them yet.
No.
Like they're going to come out, and a lot of it was because their aggressiveness on the final drive and put the trust in Bo Nix. Started off with, they passed it the entire way.
And again,
Ran it with him with his legs. It was in his hands the whole time.
if they win, if this kick is converted, they will host next Sunday. They will be the host team and be 1 step away from Super Bowl 60. $53 yards in penalties on the Bills defense on this drive, setting up the kick to close it. Lutz, who's always been clutch, has a chance to take his team to the championship game. Here it is on the way, and the Denver Broncos have won it in overtime. course, there was the play that at first looked like Buffalo was set up to win it, but you roll over and it ends up in the hands of a Bronco. McMillan. Then there was this pass interference call, the second one on this drive, second DPI that is, and then Lutz delivers the winner. And the Broncos have their first postseason win since Super Bowl 50 in what was Peyton Manning's last game. And Bo goes to the AFC Championship.
And it's well-deserved. Sean Payton had the pulse on each play, knowing when to call what at the exact moment.
Let's go down to Tracy.
Well, thanks a lot, and Bo, congratulations, an absolute classic. You just looked at me and you said, but that was so stressful. Take me through the emotions of that one, and then that final drive, taking those shots downfield.
Well, we played a really good football team. They played really well tonight. They gave us their best shot on a short week after a tough game last week. So hats off to them, and we found a way to win again, and our defense made stops. And I'm just proud of our guys. I'm just proud of this organization. I'm proud of the way we compete, we fight. We're just never out of it. I think that's just a character piece, and it wasn't always pretty. We had a good lead, and they came back, and it wasn't looking good. But fourth quarter and overtime, we just found a way to win.
Well, what a difference a year makes. You beat the Bills, and you are on your way to the AFC Championship, holding it here in Denver at Mile High. What is it about this crowd and having the opportunity to maybe go to a Super Bowl with a win next week?
Well, it's awesome. It's great to have home field advantage for a situation like this, and they're going to be a good team whoever we play. So it's exciting. It's just this is why you play the game. This is why you compete. You get to play off football, and good things happen.
Go rest up and good luck. Enjoy this one. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. Go Broncos.
He's a winner. He finds ways to win these games. They did it all year with these comebacks, these one-margin wins. They've won now 11 consecutive one-score games. The next game is coming up on Fox, 49ers and Seahawks. So get ready for that one. More thrilling action, I'm sure, coming up.